a healthy sex life is so beneficial to your state of mind, the state of your relationship, how happy you are. I mean, if you're not being satisfied at home or in a relationship, you're always going to be seeking elsewhere, and that's not a way to live.
There's a reason they call it a healthy sex life. It makes you happy, it makes you feel good about yourself because you feel wanted, and it's an important part of a relationship.
It encourages a loving relationship. I think it helps to develop trust.
If things aren't going right in the bedroom, then everything starts going wrong.
Sex is important to express yourself.
It brings you closer together. You feel like you could be a part, of this person's life.
It's so important. It's on the basics of human necessity as far as I'm concerned.
This series, will break down the boundaries. They will be able to talk about things perhaps they hadn't talked about before, or were too embarrassed or didn't know how to broach. So it's opening a whole new area for them to discuss things, for them to try things out, for them to have some fun with it too.
Life-changing lovemaking is bringing couples closer together and giving single men and women the confidence they need to find and maintain the relationship they've always dreamed of. So call the number on your screen for life-changing lovemaking.
We're talking about life-changing lovemaking. Of course, lovemaking expert, sex expert Jack Lawrence, author, radio host, Emma Cummings, lovemaking practitioner, and India Summer, also a lovemaking practitioner. We're going to go to the audience and ask a few questions. You guys ready for some questions? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Who we got? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm Ellie. My question is, I'm single and I'm not ready for a committed relationship. How do you actually have good sex outside of a relationship and get them to spend the time with the foreplay and, actually care about getting the girl off instead of just, wham bam, and they leave?
That's actually a great question, and the video series is for married couples, committed couples, and single guys and girls, so that is an excellent question. Jack?
The people who have the skills are obvious they're going to have some sexual confidence, and the people who are givers in bed, even if they don't have the skills yet, are going to be good just based on their nature of wanting to please and having an open ear to your needs.
And with the videos, it'll build your confidence.
Exactly.
And that is one of the biggest keys you can have going into any kind of sexual relationship.
If you have a lot of sexual confidence, the only people that are going to have the courage to approach you are going to be those people with the same skills and the same attitude on sex.
That explains it.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. Another question. We got a question right here. There you go.
My name is Chris, and I have a question for you, Jack, and also for the ladies as well. Is it recommended, if you're in a relationship, that if either the man or the woman, should we watch these, should the man watch it by himself first, and then introduce these the techniques and address these issues in the bedroom, step by step, or should it be viewed as a couple?
It basically goes down to how you were as a student back in school. If you looked at the chapters ahead of what you're doing and you felt comfortable studying up a little bit so you know what was going on, you could do that. But overall, I think these are really geared toward watching together. If you're single and you just want to learn the skills, knock them out. Right. And if you're together, not only are you going to learn about the new skills together and turn around and nod at each other and say, hey, hold on a second, let's write that one down, make sure we don't forget that. But there's actual lovemaking at the end of the videos. Right. So there's something interesting to watch and get things going.
Maybe your lines of communication aren't completely open yet. It may be comfortable for the guy to watch it by himself, and then you can watch it together. That's a key thing right there. You
Absolutely.
Need to make sure you do watch it together at one time.
Yeah.
I want to take a little break. We're going to come back and ask some more questions in just a minute. We're talking about life-changing sex. Do not go away. Okay.
Thanks again for tuning in to Life-Changing Lovemaking. As you can see, Life-Changing Lovemaking is truly groundbreaking for both couples and single men and women. A few moments ago, we discussed how important life-changing lovemaking is for couples in order to have an exciting, fulfilling sex life. And for single men and women seeking a great relationship, having life-changing lovemaking skills is even more important so that you'll have the sexual confidence you need to attract and keep that special someone. Have you ever noticed how some people have that wonderful energy about them? It's likely strong sexual confidence. Without sexual confidence, it's very likely that you'll end up attracting the wrong person and you'll wind up settling for less than you truly desire. Life-changing lovemaking is changing the lives of single men and women, giving them the sexual confidence that they need.
And good sex gives you so much confidence. If you're with a partner where you have all the elements of a relationship, on fire, and the sex is great and you can't wait to see that person, it's a huge adrenaline rush which takes you through life. It makes your day better, it makes you feel better, you have a glow about you, for want of a better term. You can't wait to see that person.
When I first meet a man, it's so important that he have sexual confidence. It's a turn-off if he doesn't, and it's such a turn-on if he does.
When I first meet a woman, I can usually tell how sexually confident they are. And if they are, it's an incredible turn-on. If they're not, I move on.
You can tell right away when a guy doesn't have sexual confidence. You can tell within a minute of meeting him, and it's a complete turn-off. He doesn't stand a chance.
Every man needs sexual confidence to do anything, I think. To have any self-confidence.
Sexual confidence can help you in so many different areas of your life, because if one thing goes well, it's gonna spiral. You've had a great night the night before, you wake up in the morning, you're feeling good, you're feeling confident, you can go out and conquer the world.
For a limited time only, I'm offering an introductory special that includes a full-length, life-changing lovemaking video for only $9.95 plus shipping and processing. That's a $39 value for only $9.95. For $9.95, you'll have the ability to open doors to the love life you've always wanted and get the sexual confidence that you need. It's absolutely risk-free. If you're not fully satisfied, send the videos back for a full refund. This is a rare opportunity to start a lifetime of amazing love and lovemaking. So give me a call now.
Thank you, guys. Welcome back. We're talking about life-changing lovemaking. Of course, with me, sex expert, lovemaking expert, Jack Lawrence, author, radio host, and just an all-around great guy. And Emma Cummings and India Summer, same thing, and so wonderful. And you have a series out called Life-Changing Lovemaking, Life-Changing Sex.
These are skills that, going back a long time in my life to develop these skills, I want to pass them on, and it's been a collaboration with a lot of people. There's been a lot of input on this series from the co-stars, from other people involved, and basically we're trying to put this incredibly insightful package together. And if you have the time to absorb all of it, you're going to be so far ahead of everybody else.
So true, so true. And let's take a little break. Then I want to come back. We're going to ask the audience some questions. Right. Take a look. This is what people are saying. The experts are saying.
I think if your sex life is going south, or even before it starts to, it's really important to seek out any extra aids in your sex life that you can, whether it's books, educational videos, anything to keep things hot, because it can become boring just to be with one person all the time. And if you really want the relationship to work, you have to invest as much time into it as you possibly can. And I always say that if people invest as much time into a relationship as they do, say, their job, we'd be in a better place, because we all know if you don't show up on time for your job, put the most effort in that you can, there's always somebody standing in the wings that might take that role from you. I think a marriage or a relationship should be the same, and people get lazy.
I feel a series like this can certainly, whether viewed by an individual or the couple together, will open those lines of communication.
I think the majority of women have problems addressing sex, and I think this video is terrific in that it allows people to search for answers in the privacy of their own homes.
The best thing that a guy can do to hone his sexual skills, to be a better lover, is to watch videos like these.
Watching these videos can definitely help you to bounce back.
It plants the seeds for growth and expansion in the relationship in all ways, but particularly sexually.
I'll get sometimes flowers in the mail, or a bottle of wine delivered, or a phone call like, hey, thanks, I took your advice, this is much better. Occasionally I have a husband come into the next annual appointment, he's like, hey, thank you so much. So it's really amazing, because sex does affect people's relationships.